Moms with aspiration, moms are inspirations, moms in circulation, moms at their workstations. Mom, they make a nation. This is a mom nation.
Hey moms, it's Katie and Beth here with More Than a Mom. And today I am super excited because it's just Beth and I. I love having guests on the show, but it's just Beth and I on the show today. And we have some great tips and tricks and ideas set up here for, or ready to go here for you moms on the go. Just real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of what our purpose of the show is basically to offer moms in our group and nationwide, so not just our group Mom Nation AZ, but all over the country, information that they can use, resources that they can use. We take questions. So if anybody has any questions, in terms of like relationships or parenting, or today it's, how to prepare kid-friendly healthy snacks and meals for the mom on the go. So really just a whole variety of things. We like to bring in specialists and different people in those particular fields to sort of help out. So here we are today, and we have the lovely Beth Eastin on the line.
Good morning. Hello, everyone.
And she is going to share with us, you're pretty health conscious, right, Beth, in terms of your cooking style?
Yeah, let me share a little bit about myself for you. So, I've been a cookware educator and cooking coach for over 4 years now. We do a lot of work with nutritionists and certified health coaches. The company that I work through is partnered with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and the Cancer Project. We're also a proud sponsor of the American Diabetes Association, and the top paleo cardiologist, who's actually local to Scottsdale, is partnered with our office here in Mesa, Arizona. So one of the things that we teach is how nutrition can be cooked out of your food if you're not using the right methods. And so if anyone's interested in that, let me know and we can get you some more information. But today I just want to cover a few like quick healthy meals and snacks, because I think with kids that's the hardest thing.
Totally the hardest thing. And I'm sorry, I'm intrigued. So I just want to kind of pull you back for a quick minute. Can you just give me a short synopsis on what you mean about cooking the health out of your food?
Yeah, so our nutrients are really sensitive, and whether you're cooking with water or oil or different temperatures, your nutrients can get depleted. And so we actually do teach you how to cook without those things and on lower temperatures, so that you can make sure that your food that you're purchasing has the maximum amount of nutrition that it possibly can when it's cooked.
Interesting. And I'm sure if asked, you can go into depth about that, but we're not going to do that
Absolutely.
here today.
Yeah. So today, we want to talk about quick and easy things that you can do for your kids for snacks and meals. And one thing that's really important to remember is that anything can be easy with the right methodology. So at my house, we do a lot of one pot dishes. We make a one pot pasta, we do an enchilada pie, and I just load it up with vegetables. We shred a lot of our vegetables and or chop them really small um, in these one pot dishes, because one, it's going to get the kids used to the flavor of vegetables without them seeing them and being like, ew, vegetables. But two, it's less dishes because it's all in one piece of cookware, and it's super fast and easy. I think all of my recipes take less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, right? The right tools and techniques can help a lot. So we do a chicken and broccoli casserole, and I've even started adding chopped cauliflower in there with the broccoli, because it's why not add more vegetables when you can? And usually we do rice instead of pasta because my family eats gluten-free, but you can use pasta instead of rice in that casserole. Um,
Nice. And a lot of people I've noticed have started to use cauliflower in place of like potatoes and even
mhm.
rice and things like that. I mean, it's a pretty versatile vegetable.
Oh yeah, and it is very, very healthy. It's one of the top cruciferous vegetables, which basically just means that it's a really good cancer fighter. So if you can add cauliflower into things, definitely do it. Same thing with broccoli and cabbage. Those are going to be your best cancer fighting foods.
Awesome.
We also do a lazy man's pot pie. So any of your pot pie ingredients that you would normally use, like with your traditional pie crust, we just throw those in a piece of cookware, let them cook and warm up for, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then we cook like biscuits or something on the side and kind of make it like a biscuit and gravy, where you just open your biscuits and top it with the pot pie filling. So that's a really easy one because you can use leftover vegetables, you can use leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. Um, on the topic of repurposing leftovers, I'm all about that because I don't want to cook multiple times a week if I don't have to. So,
Well, and you don't want to waste food either.
yeah, nobody, I don't know about everyone else, but nobody at my house likes to eat leftovers except for me. But if I
Mhm.
can repurpose them into a new meal, then they're not leftovers to them anymore. And so we do repurpose some leftovers. Something that I like to do, and I have a friend who does it often, make a roast, turkey, beef roast, doesn't matter, with your potatoes and your vegetables. And then the next day, repurpose that into something like sandwiches. Or if you're doing turkey, like we just had Thanksgiving, take all of your leftovers, your turkey, your green bean casserole, your salad, like whatever you have, and you can repurpose that into a shepherd's pie.
Mhm.
Um, Especially with those mashed potatoes, you can repurpose your turkey into a chicken noodle soup or a turkey noodle soup. You can also make something that in my business we call stuffed casserole. Basically, you're shredding up whatever vegetables you have that, like, we all probably buy vegetables with the intention of using them, and sometimes they probably go bad before we use them. Would you agree with that, Katie?
Yeah, that sometimes happens.
Yeah, it sometimes happens, and it's okay. So one thing that we've created in our business is something called stuffed casserole. Take all of your vegetables that you have in your refrigerator before they're about to go bad. Like, doesn't matter what they are. They could be cabbage, they could be onions, they could be broccoli, they could be potatoes, they could be carrots. Whatever you have, chop them all up. We usually chop them into chunks, like a dice, so that they can be stabbed easily with a fork. That's important for kids too, is the ease of scooping them onto silverware.
Right.
And add like a cream of soup or a broth or something like that and mix it all together. I always cook everything on medium, click low, but again, that's a methodology that is different for most people. So we just cook it for as long as you need to until it's warm and thoroughly cooked.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
And then we top it over rice. So it's just stuffed casserole, basically whatever stuff you have in your fridge over rice.
That sounds amazing, actually. And you keep saying that your dishes are typically 30 minutes or under, but you've got a lot of vegetables. So
Yeah.
is your time chopping, or are you using frozen vegetables, or what are you doing?
Well, I have an awesome machine that chops my vegetables for me. It takes like 2 minutes.
Gotcha, gotcha. So so it's important to not only have good information so that you have some ideas of what to make, but tools are important too.
Yes, absolutely. The right tools can make or break how easy it is to cook in your kitchen.
Awesome. Well, that was a lot of information, Beth. Any other tips for our moms?
I really quickly did want to cover some snack things. So, because I've gotten my kids used to the flavor of vegetables through incorporating them in other dishes, now they want to eat fruits and vegetables on their own because their taste buds have adapted. So, we do a lot of chopped fruits and veggies for snacks. And usually I pair it with a dip. Cream cheese is really popular at my house. I don't know if any other houses are obsessed with cream cheese, but cream cheese is a really popular one for our vegetables. And my kids really like Nutella or peanut butter with their fruit. I prefer peanut butter. I feel like that's a little bit of a healthier option. And it's got some protein in there, which is important when kids are eating because that protein is going to help you actually absorb and utilize the nutrients in your foods a little bit better. So, chopped fruits and veggies with dips are always a good option. cheese and crackers, like if you can slice some cheese. And I always recommend fresh cheese, like get the block and slice it because that's going to have less preservatives and crap in it.
Right, and preservatives are just, they're a no-no if you can
Yeah.
avoid them.
Yeah, if you can avoid that and do more fresh foods, then you'll be good to go.
Awesome. Well, Beth, this was like the most informative 10 minutes I've had in the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. And you definitely gave me some ideas. We have a ton of leftover stuff from Thanksgiving, which was awesome. But now it'll help and make things a little bit easier for the next couple of days for meal prep and whatnot. So that's great.
Good. I'm glad that we could do that and help you out.
Yeah, me too. And hopefully it helps out all of the moms too. Anything else before we sign off?
No, I guess yes. If anyone does want more information about some cooking tips or how to cook more efficiently and effectively in your kitchen, you can always call me. My number is 520-390-0814, or you can also message me on Facebook or at Cooking with Beth. That's my Facebook page.
Awesome, Beth. Well, thank you. And moms, just remember, we are here. We are answering any questions that you have. If we don't have the information or the resources, we're going to pull a professional onto the show that does. So please go to momnationaz.com and right at the top menu, find More Than a Mom podcast, and you will see the submission form there. And it's anonymous, right, Beth? I mean, we don't know who
Yeah.
is submitting these questions.
Yeah, there's no way for us to track it back to anyone. It just auto-populates all of the responses into a form like a list, and that's all we have. So,
Exactly. So we're not even going to know who it is that's sending in the question. So please feel free to send as sensitive of a topic as you wish. If it's something that you want to gain some resources on, and especially if you think it might help another mom in the group or a mom out there in the nation that might be struggling with the same thing, definitely send it in to us and we'll get it on a future show.
yeah, I would love to help more moms out.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Beth. I really appreciate all the awesome info.
Thank you, Katie, for having me.
All right. Bye-bye, moms.
Bye.
Moms with aspiration, moms are inspirations, moms in circulation, moms at their workstations. Mom, they make a nation. This is a mom nation.